So, YC, thank you for being here.
Thank you for your invitation.
Yes, actually, I want to know what got you interested in having this conversation with me, and what do you imagine that you get out of it at the end of
Well,
the...
one, I know you're a famous guy, doing all this interview for the artists. So I feel like, wow, I'm proud to be invited to be here. Oh, that's why I make a long trip to come here.
Thank you so much for accepting the invitation. Actually, the reason why I'm doing this is that I've been interviewing artists for over a year, and I see a need for a longer format. So we started this podcast. And at first, I just got really interested in why artists do what they do. And oftentimes artists are quite shy, right, to me.
Yes.
But when I talk to them, the true self and they come out, and I really enjoy that process. Yes. And more I did it, I actually got clear that there's something that we can do about the art scene in Hong Kong. And my hope is to have this kind of conversation and collect enough what is needed and wanted in Hong Kong, and maybe make an impact of it.
Good move.
Thank you. So let me get to know you, right? YC, how will you introduce yourself?
A simple, fun woman.
A fun woman.
In this, funny woman in this planet. There is no other YC in this world. It's only one.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Like that uniqueness and fun.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
And what do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as creative?
Yes, I think I am. You can see by my art. I use my imagination a lot to create this, and I don't care about what other people say, but that is me. Then my daily feeling. I when I paint, I put my daily feeling onto my canvas. I communicate with them rather than human. Yes.
And tell me, like, when did you start considering yourself as a creative person?
I think it's since I was in primary one, my mom already put me into all this calligraphy class and the arts class. And that time you're forced to paint something. But then you need an imagination to paint something. From that time on, I already think I'm an artist. I know I will be an artist as well one day. Yes.
So when you were in primary school?
Yes.
So that was like when you were 6?
Yes, around that time. Because that time, most of the parents, they have to work. So they put me there as a maybe daycare, or maybe they think it's 望子成龍, try to nurture my talent. But I end up become an artist, a starving artist. So I don't know whether my mom proud of me or not, but I'm an artist now.
All right. So it started to be like a daycare idea.
Yes.
That your mom put you there.
Yes.
And then it challenged you to be creative.
Yes.
And then at that point, you already see yourself to
I will be in this industry.
Wow,
Yeah.
since you were 6.
Yes.
Right.
And I enjoy painting. Because when your parents work and they come home, they don't really talk to you. Right? And I think it's normal. I grew up in a very traditional Chinese family. And so since young, you communicate with the canvas. You just, that's why in some of my painting is so much going on, because I want to talk to myself in a way, not talk to the public, but talk to the canvas. So I put a lot of things inside on one canvas. Yeah.
Like
Like
what sort of things?
a love letter, like a diary. They are my love letter.
To whom?
To myself. Interesting, huh?
And I can see the whole picture of you while you're saying, like, you paint this to yourself for yourself, and you don't care what people say.
Yes, because in the world, I never really work in this world, so I don't have this world to polish me. And so my mindset is still like a little teenager, I would say. That's why we can see a lot of painting that are quite childish. And after I got married, I have 4 dogs and 2 children. Like this painting, then you will see my whole family they are in it. So that is me. They are just like my diary.
That's great. And so actually you lead on to like a bit of your past and how you get contacted with art. And would you say that actually I'm curious to know, what is the earliest experience that you had with art? Was it that time when you were 6 years old?
Yes. And then also why my style were like that before. To start with, I draw a lot of tree bark. And because I got 2 dogs, I live in Port Fulam, near a lot of tree there. And every morning when I walk my dog, and they do their business on single every tree for their territory. And they pull me into the tree. I notice the uniqueness of each tree. I start to form a habit of taking photo of the tree bark. And then I turn those photos onto my canvas. Yeah. And then after I have my exhibition, I found out a lot of people comment to my painting. They say, wow, that is amazing, but I won't buy them because I can pick them up in the forest. Then I go home, I look at all these paintings. So what am I going to do with all this tree bark? Then I start to paint a thin layer of paint on top, but I leave some space, like lao bat, a blank spray, a space. So it creates some mystery. The space and the texture creates some mystery. Then I sit back and relax with my cup of coffee. Then I use my imagination. The canvas tend to speak to me and tell me what is the next vision of the painting. So you will see like this one. Originally, maybe it's just like a tree bark I paint. And then I put some red on top. And then I look at it. I see the village. I see the dragon. So I quickly sit down and paint everything in it. But at that moment, I feel like I'm inside. I'm actually go inside the village.
Got like should we pause a bit? Yeah.
Just a note on it's lovely that you're explaining, but the microphone doesn't pick it up. So it might be easier if you're sort of directing.
Okay.
And we can point.
And I can do this.
Okay.
If your arms cover that side and Alex.
Okay.
It's okay. Just this one because you're really explaining the artwork, so we
Yeah.
make sure we.
Okay.
Is there any part that you want us to redo, or
So I think
it's good?
Okay.
Yeah, I've been checking.
It's still pick up the sound.
Yeah,
It's good.
it's not the key parts. This one's the key part.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes when I stare at the wooden floor,
Yes.
I can see pattern and little animals here and there, and I can
Yes.
totally see
Yeah,
what you were doing.
exactly.
Like in your world, you painted your own piece of wood. It looks totally like an antique furniture from a
Yes.
boat, and you see a world in there.
Yes.
And you paint it out.
Because sometimes, just like when you were young, you look at the sky, you actually see, wow, there's a horse there is an animal, whatever, and that is what I see on my canvas. Then I start to paint it. I can sit down on the table from 9 to 9. I just sit there enjoying talking to my canvas. And the canvas will talk back to you and tell you where is the next step. Yeah.
So
That's why I'm really enjoying it, doing this.
So what do they usually say to you when you're like, canvas, talk back to me?
Well, because I put a layer of paint and you leave some color. You're not totally covered with a layer of red. You leave some leaf blink,
Yeah.
Then that's why I see something in it. Sometimes, I see animal. Quickly, I put animal, like all this, I paint this, and then suddenly I see, like a little Simpson woman there. Simpson, daughter. Then I quickly put it. Yeah. Same as all this, I paint this, but then near the mouth area, I see another dog. then I put a dog there. They are not, doesn't make sense, you know, but that is me. That is me, you know, YC is like this.
Yeah.
She never makes sense.
It doesn't
She
have
do
to
thing-
make sense.
Yeah, doesn't have to be
Yeah.
make sense. And life is already quite restricted in this world. Then why you have to restrict yourself on a canvas? Just let yourself go. This doesn't have to be make sense. Yeah.
I can get how like that process for you is you leave a space
Yes.
and let it give it like comes to you.
Yes.
And create that freedom. And then you express it and make it over there.
Yes.
Like show it.
Because the world have so many rules already. Why you have to rule yourself on the canvas? Just enjoy it.
Yeah, earlier when we were saying hi, I can get
Yes.
the sense of, like you say, you're a Sagittarius, and I don't like to be controlled.
Yeah, that is me, you know? Yeah.
So it looks like freedom is very important to
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, great. And I'm curious to know if there's anyone who inspired you most early on in life.
That would be my auntie and my parents as well, because my auntie married a American Italian, so I get the chance to travel to Europe and UK quite often when I was young. And meanwhile, every Chinese New Year, my parents will show me different part of China. And I think this create a root of the style of my painting. The East meets West, unique style. Because I absorb the Western culture and the Chinese culture, so I combine them together. Yeah, some of my painting, I put a Chinese poetry in it, but I didn't bring it today. It was too big.
So I can get a sense that like living in multicultural environments gives you the inspiration, and that aunt of yours really inspired you. And you actually mentioned a bit more earlier when I was talking to
Yes.
you before recording. So can you tell me a little bit more about your aunt and what she did to
Well, she
inspire you?
showed me when I was in Europe, she would take me to different cathedral. And so I see the culture, the magnificence, you know, of our ancestor, what they did. And then when I was in UK, I can see the graffiti. To me, they are art. I don't see it as a mess. They are art. And then when I go to China, I remember I see a lot of temple, not cathedral. And the red color of the temple really influenced me because I don't know why. When I choose the red color onto my canvas, I tend to use that Forbidden City red. A lot of my painting are in that red color. And in China, I saw the rice carving. And that is why you will see this. I love to using the Chinese brush, and then I paint a lot of detail on it. It reminds me of the people that I saw, how they do it on the rice carving, you know.
And I can actually see like there's a lot of red in you, the way you dress up, your accessories.
Yes, all
as
red.
well.
Yes.
So thanks. Anything else you want to tell us about your aunt? Or if you say, hey, if she's here, what will you tell her?
Wow. Well, I love her, and she is my idol, my mentor, and just like a second mom. Yeah, she's like a second mom, and we talk really few times a week.
Wow.
Yeah,
Right.
sometime every day. Every time is at least few hours as well. We only got 24 hours a day, but she will take over, you know, part of it, you know. Sometimes 6 hours easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Wow.
I
can,
talk more to her than my husband sometimes, you know.
I can really get the love between you and your aunt.
Yeah.
And when you're sharing, there's so much gratitude that you have for her.
Yeah. Big influence, you know. She showed me the world, you know. Yeah.
It's very lucky to have someone like that in your
Yeah.
life.
Yes.
Great. So what are you working on these days?
Fun, enjoyment, because my life is my children already grow up. They're in uni, so I don't feel like I'm a mom anymore. I go back to my teenager YC, and so I enjoying life. I paint, just like 賺錢買花帶, just enjoy life. And then if people like it, you can buy it. And but if you don't like it, I keep them. I'm just enjoying life. Yeah.
It sounds like you do art very much so it's for yourself.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
the way you...
Yeah. If people can feel it, they feel my art. I don't mind you to keep them. But if not, stay with me. I die, you burn with me. Burn it for me. Yeah.
And so have you experienced that kind of resonance with someone that you felt like someone really get your art, then you really were like
Yes.
let go?
Yes, some, but not a lot in Hong
Not a
Kong.
lot, right.
I think most of the people, let's say like this, a lot of actually Western artists, they will paint something like that. But in Hong Kong market, they might not accept it. They're thinking it's too childish. But to me I find it more difficult to be childish, to paint like this. It's easy for me to paint a piece of wood. I can just look at the photo and then copy it. But to create something out of nothing, that is more difficult. If you don't believe it, try it. I think abstract painting is not that easy. People think, just mess up all the color. It's not like that. It's more than that. So don't ruin the word or don't look down the word abstract.
Okay, we of course, it's not like my kids can make it, right?
Yes.
Like that.
Yes. That's why I actually like to look at the children painting more. When I go to the gallery, I hate to look at the realistic photo. I can take a photo and copy it. It just takes time. If you say, I can't do it, it just takes time. If you practice, I think you can. But to create something out of nothing, that is difficult.
And what is in the art that are created by children that attract you?
Is the, when they paint, they got no boundary. I like the way they paint, they can draw behind the line. There's no restriction. I think in a traditional family, even when I was in primary school, when you learn how to draw number 1, 2, 3, they always said, write it inside the bracket. And I hate that. Why I can't draw behind it, that is art actually to me. But you always have restrictions since primary school. No, kindergarten. Yeah, that's why I don't like the rule.
Yeah, it seems like you have quite a strong view about boundary or
I don't like that.
Societal value, and you can get quite pressed into it, and you inquire, you question it.
Yes.
Great. Thank you for listening this far. And if you like what we do, please like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. It will really make a difference to the artist, and it might even help us to get more funding. So is there a overarching theme that you have for your art? And if there is one, what is that?
Say again?
Good. Is there an overarching theme to your work? And if there is a theme, can you describe that?
Wow. I don't have any. Because my nerves jump, so I don't restrict myself,
Actually, it makes total sense in the way that you're sharing about your past and how you question everything.
Yes.
How you draw. It's like why there's a limit. And it's a very strong theme here. I actually can see.
Yes, and also I don't like to, like some artists, they draw landscape. So forever of their life, they have to draw landscape. But I say, why?
And they don't have to.
Yeah, but a lot of artists, they know, you can see, oh, that is their style, or that is belong to her or him, you know. For me, is art is fun. Today I draw this. Tomorrow I can do some realistic thing. I can. And the next day I draw something else. Why not?
Yeah. And that
Just like
is-
fashion, you know.
and that's the thing.
Today I can be a lady. Tomorrow I can be boyish or sporty. Why not? Life should be fun.
Yeah.
Come on, you know, life is short.
I get you, and I
Yeah.
get you that sense of fun and
I think you are the same.
Yeah.
I can see how you dress. I think you are that type of people. I think you get me.
maybe I can get to collect one piece of your art.
Yeah, please.
Great.
You feel the joy, you know, when you look at it. You see it reminds you. That is YC theory, you know. When you bring them home, you say, oh, yeah, it's true. She is right. Not always right, but in some way she is right.
I do
Yeah.
have
The attitude to life.
I do have a belief that like art reminds us of something that sometimes not tangible. Like I bet if anyone who has your piece of your art in their office or at home, it is to remind them to have that wonder,
Yes.
like that fun and
Yes.
try something different and
Yes.
yeah, be playful.
You don't have to wear black all the time, you know. It's just
You
like
guys
Hong
hear
Kong
that?
people. Yeah, it's true. Hong Kong people, it's all in black, you know.
Yeah, like our producer is wearing black all
Yeah.
the time, and I think this is like a
You don't have to. That is not a
video
uniform.
production kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Great. So I'm going to. I want to learn, understand it a bit more about how you like what's next for you. So what area in art would you like to explore next? Is that a area that you want to explore?
Well, I actually want to learn how to pottery, you know, because I love to make things by hand. You know, I got a big hand. And so I want to do something related to art, but by my hand, you know, rather than just this, you know.
Have you done that before?
No.
Why not?
So that is my next plan.
So
Yeah, like a 3D art. I want to do something like that. Yeah, and then maybe put something crazy on top, rather than those Chinese calligraphies or Chinese landscape. It's not like that. It's going to be crazy. Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to see that crazy sculpture that you make.
Yes.
I can imagine that, and I am actually curious, like what do you think that medium would give you that at the moment painting might not give you the same thing?
I love to see my hand covered with soil, clay, and color. That is me. I just sometimes I use my finger a lot when I paint, and I see the beauty of it. So I want to see that on my hand. I like that messiness. I like to feel the texture. That is me. Just like making bread. I make sourdough, you know, and I just love it. I don't know why. To feel thing, you know. Yeah.
You can get that. I make sculpture. I make ceramic sculpture.
Oh, so I should
Yeah.
learn it from you.
Yeah, we can totally have
Yes,
some fun.
yes.
And when I
And see what is your next masterpiece like
Yeah.
when you put YC in it.
I actually also want to integrate some colors and
Yes.
painting. Maybe we really
Yes.
can like do some experiment together.
Yes.
And I can get that sense of being with the medium, like as one, a bit messy,
Yes.
a bit like disappearing myself in it,
Yes.
and then something would come up
Yes.
that I didn't expect. It's a bit like
Yes.
your processes.
They sometimes just come out as a surprise,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And also always in the early morning, you know, you haven't washed your face, your eye is not clear, and you hold your coffee and look at your art in the distance, you see something. You will see something.
I'll try that tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes.
So, and what is your ultimate project as an artist?
I got no plan. I got no plan for tomorrow. That is me. Just enjoy at the moment. Yeah. So it's no project.
Right?
It come.
It's very on brand.
Yeah. That is me.
So now I want to talk about a topic around Hong Kong related to where we live, the city. And so my question for you is, what do you find unique about the art scene in Hong Kong or uniqueness of artists in Hong Kong?
We feel like we're all suffering. All the Hong Kong artists, the rental, they are expensive. If we want to display or share our art to the Hong Kong audience, and I find it difficult to find the places to rent. One is the price and the size and the location. If someone said, "Oh yeah, you can find something somewhere like in Sam Shui Po," but would the people go there? So normally the address is important and have to be in Central or somewhere close to the MTR station, but somewhere close to Central, Hollywood Road, all this, people will turn up. If I said I'm going to have an exhibition in Sam Shui Po or Lai Chi Kok, how many people would turn up? Even the rental is free there. So this is a big problem.
So, like when I see a problem or limitation, I also see inspiration. And what do you see this problem, and how do you see this problem, like rent, expensive rent in
Yes.
Hong Kong? How do you see it inspire? How do you see it inspire artists in Hong Kong?
You can start that one again.
That's good.
If it continues, we'll
Yeah.
talk to them. Yeah.
Great. So whenever I see a limitation or problem, I also see inspiration. How do you see this high rent situation inspire artists in Hong Kong?
Inspire? That is inspire? Why is inspire?
That's very much me. Then it's like, I mean, like for one of the reasons I do this podcast is I found the need to gather people together because of the rent is high, and then we want to do something that's affordable, like the fair and the way to
Yes.
exhibit, and there are people also doing collaboration. I bet if there's no such limitation for brands, maybe we don't see as many like group shows, and so I'm curious to pick the brain and see if you see any.
Well, to me, is the government try to promote art in Hong Kong. And I think they have to see there is a lot of good local artists in Hong Kong. But we tend to disappear like a shadow. We can't share our art. So maybe some organization or government should do something at least few times a year to maybe competition or something, a show for the local artists. Maybe in conventional center, I know, even though like affordable, it is expensive, right? $8,000 per square feet. And you have to be a gallery to apply this. I think it doesn't make sense. As a local artist, you can't even go and apply a booth. So all this restriction, I think the government have to face it. And maybe, a show once a year for the local artists, to individual local artists to join in, to promote our art, to create a name at least. Otherwise, we are just like nobody.
So that's something definitely we can do differently.
Yeah.
And I do hear a lot of the opinion about the affordable art, like
Yes.
being not so affordable for artists to
Yeah,
exhibit
exactly. Yeah.
there. Great. And This might be a similar question, but and how do you find? Let me ask that again. How do you find life being an artist is like in Hong Kong?
Difficult. A lot of them are starving artists. Unless you got the money to invest in yourself, normally it's the people that retire, they got a bit of money, they can do that. Otherwise, a lot of them are starving artists. Or maybe you just graduate from school, you're young, and the gallery will try to promote you, like my age. No, you lock the door, you go to talk to the gallery, they just turn you out. Yeah, they're not interested. Too old.
So why do you think age matter?
I don't know why, but a lot of people say you're too old.
Did they say that in your face?
No, but a lot of my artist friends would say that the gallery, they don't like old artists unless you got the name. But how you got the name is I have to invest a lot of money to promote myself. So where's the money come from? Yeah. So that's why we have the name starving artist. So I'm not sure my mom will be proud of me, I'm an artist. It sounds cool, but it's not a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the missions that I'm on is to end that starving artist conversation.
Yeah.
It's not very empowering. And somehow even artists keep that around in our conversation. So
It's
I can
true,
get
right?
that. Yeah.
If you say to people, oh yeah, what do you do? I'm an artist.
I mean, it's true. It reflects some of the reality here, and I'm inquiring in that it doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah.
And I can also get, like as you were saying, how the galleries would turn down some artists who are
Yes.
slightly older, right? It's not like when they're fresh off to
Graduate
school.
from school. Yeah.
I can also get that picture of, okay, I'm investing into this person. Like maybe you would say, hey, if you're a black horse, that's how we call it. If you have high potential, you would have been famous already.
Yes.
Right? That's maybe a kind of conversation there, right? And I can also get that if the galleries are also dealing with the same challenge that everyone in the city is facing, which is high rents, and
Yes.
and I can get why they're doing that as well. So I bet this challenge is not only impacting the artist, but actually the entire ecosystem, the entire industry, right? And this question, I'm just going to ask it, right? What is the main challenge you face here in Hong Kong?
Again, rental fee, high rental fee. Yeah.
Right.
And as an artist, they're quite shy. They actually, why we're artists, we love to stay home and paint or in the studio. And so if we are one-man band and you run out of capital, then you can't promote yourself, then we rely on ourselves to go out and talk to other people. That is not easy.
You bring out another point, like when artists work alone.
Yes. Most of them are one-man band, right? You don't have the whole team at the back and help me to promote my art or whatever. Then how can I do it? It's difficult.
Would you see if there's a group, or would you like, do you see a need if there's
A help center telephone number.
like I'm looking at if I say if there's an organization that help but artists.
Yes.
Or maybe a service that
Yes.
someone's providing.
That will help a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
That would help a lot.
Yes.
And what sort of service would this organization or company provide? What?
Well, maybe a funding, you just have to maybe submit your art and see whether they think is qualified, is good enough. They might give you some funding.
Like
Maybe.
a funding consultation?
Yes, something like that.
Yeah, I bet this would be quite daunting for an artist to apply for funding
Yeah,
themselves.
but make it simple, not difficult. Because I know there are some artists, they can apply something like that. But I remember my friend told me there is a lot of paperwork you have to fill in.
Right.
That is scary, scare me off.
Would having someone to help out with the paperwork
That will help a lot as well, of course. But then who will do this, it's just like an old people service. Oh, they need help. Go to another counter.
Got that. And I'm collecting idea here.
Yeah, but
as
that
I'm
is a
doing the-
government. Just make it
I guess,
simple,
yes.
We are artists. It's just like old people as well,
This is such a really good point for me, as I would. One of the mission is to create an NGO that supports
Yes.
artists.
Because
And-
after the exhibition, you got the funding, you still have to write a big report. Then to me is forget it.
Right,
You know,
you rather spend the time to paint.
Yes, just
right?
like forget it.
It makes total
Yes.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. And you also point out another thing about is the I forgot about that. So it's fine. So working alone, collaboration. Oh yes, another thing is that what do you think about having free public space for art?
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Do you see that in Hong Kong, or is it like would I have an
I want
assumption
to
that
make
it's not enough.
Yeah, I want to make something big, just maybe even once a year. People will wait to go and see those local artists, new local artists. That's why I'm thinking is conventional center, something big. And it's easy to go. The government organize it,
I actually just got a vision when you were saying that is, what if there is like a street fair?
Yeah,
right?
or something like
Like
that.
block off a couple of streets and having
Yes.
artists there
Yes.
showcasing,
Yes.
making some art in public.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that would be,
Something people dying to go, like the wine and food festival.
Yeah.
Why not you cannot have a local artist festival,
yeah.
And it's make it fun, Yeah.
And I bet people would totally come to Hong Kong to experience that.
Yes.
Right? Like from, let's say, mainland
Other
China.
artists, the other artists
and
can
yeah, we
join
can do
in
that,
as well,
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea that we created together.
Yeah.
And I imagine like there's so many galleries in some area of Hong Kong, and if there's a collaboration, like to turn it into like a gallery hopping
Yes.
like week, like that would be quite cool as well. I see a good news here is that especially after COVID, I found people are more willing to be creative.
Yes.
And even finding hobbies and
They found themselves.
yeah, and then we stop and then
Yes.
we look at like, what do I do now,
Yes.
right? If I can't
Yeah.
run away
Yeah.
to Japan and
Yes.
wherever,
Yes.
right? And we actually do find ourselves.
Yeah,
I personally
yeah.
experienced that.
Yes.
And I do see there are more groups out here in the society that's more like the collaborative creatives. The creative mornings,
Yes.
like all this kind of organization that bring artists and creatives together. There is a movement actually happening, and I'm actually quite excited and be part of that, and looking forward to maybe in the future.
Yes.
The next time I invite you to come over, we'll discover something new
Yes.
and we share something new that has happened in Hong Kong. So. This is me doing a closing statement. So YC, I thank you for being here. And you are this fun woman, unique. And life to you is a one big festival and party. It's in the
Yes.
way you describe what you want to see in Hong Kong. I can totally see who you are. And I also see the love that you have with your canvas and the love that you have for yourself. Every work that you have is like a love letter to you. And while you're doing this and growing as an artist, I can see your gratitude for the people around you, your aunts, your husband, your parents, your kids, your dogs.
Yes.
And you found beauty in mundane things, just like the tree that your dogs peed on.
Yes. Yes.
So thank you so much for being who you are. And I look forward to see more of your work.
Yes, one of my painting lately saying, thank you for being you. I think that is important. You notice a lot of Hong Kong people, when you talk to them, whether they're poor or rich, they always got a mask on. That really pissed me off. And that's why, I start to come out to this world to talk to people. The more I meet people, the more I love my dog. Why you have to put a mask on? Just be yourself.
Maybe that is your overarching theme,
Yeah.
is to have people to be themselves.
Yes, that's why I always, put that message onto my canvas. I got a lot of big piece of art. I always write all these statement to the people. Just be yourself. Yeah.
And thank you again.
And enjoy life.
Yeah. Be yourself and enjoy
Yes.
life.
Thank you.
If you're an artist, collector, art professional, or government official, has a view of Hong Kong art industry or a story to tell, please go to the link in our bio, fill in the form, and we'll be happy to hear from you.